Hello, ITPC. Joshua Stewart, smoking a pipe up north in the woods. Today, I'm going back to Escudo. I liked it so much yesterday when I had it for the first time that I had to try it again. Mouth has been watering all day at work. So I just wanted to give you guys a little follow-up on how the rest of that first bowl went. And it lasted quite a long time. It was basically just one coin was in there, and I got probably at least 45 minutes of good smoke out of it. And that was just my little Kaywoodie standard. That it's just not a huge pipe, and it's not a mini pipe either, but just a standard size pipe. So then tonight I thought I'd try my Kaywoodie white briar. We'll show the better side. This is the old estate pipe I picked up a while back. This is the one I smoked some 3 nuns when I was up in the tent last winter. And it was ghosted at that time. And since then, I reamed out the bowl really good, and I cleaned it some more really good. There's still just a little bit of ghost, and so I shouldn't have wasted a coin of Escudo in this one, because I'm not getting quite the experience I got yesterday, just because I think there's a little bit of the ghost in here. But I wanted to try this pipe because it's got the stinger on, because the other one that had the cut off stinger, when I got towards the bottom, I was sucking in a little ash, and that's never any fun. So yeah, I might either have to dedicate this one to some strong aromatics or do the salt treatment. I've never done a salt treatment on a pipe yet, which would probably be, I mean, this one isn't the best pipe in the world anyway. And it probably had an 1/8 inch more on the rim. It's been sanded off over the years. What is this, a Dublin style? But yeah, I think it started out just a little bit taller, because the rim has been sanded. I don't know if you can, the light is really picking it up, but and as good and as long of a smoke as it gave, there was still just a little bit of dottle in the bottom, which not much, but it surprised me. So yeah, I've been thinking about this Escudo all day, that I enjoyed it so much yesterday. So it's like, I don't very often have the same blend 2 days in a row, but especially when I've got, I bet I got at least a dozen, maybe 15 different blends that I need to crack the tin and try them out. And I think I can comment a little bit on the room note too, because after I finished up, yesterday I went in the house for, I was in the house for a couple hours. And I had to come back out here to get something at like, I don't know. It was several hours after I was done. And what lingered of a room note wasn't pleasant. So I can't speak to what the room note was like while I was smoking, but I know there's a few, like the Molto Dolce and the vanilla custard, that you come in the room a few hours after you're done smoking and it smells pleasant. So that's probably the only downside I can think of for now, because I, as far as upsides besides the taste, I mean it's generally available. I know everyone. I've seen it out of stock in the past, but if it's out of stock, it's usually not for very long. And if I remember right, they even stocked it in one of the brick and mortars in the area. Not in the area; it's still like 75 miles away. But I think they had a Escudo. They've got mostly Peterson tins in there. They've only got about a dozen tins, and then maybe 5 or 10 bulks that they have there. But it's that one isn't really a cool old school shop, but at least they've got a little bit of stuff for the pipe smoker tucked away back in the corner. And it's not cheap, but it's cheaper than the Three Nuns that I like, so I guess there's that. And I commented yesterday too that this is something that I think I'm going to want to cellar deep. And I know it's been said before that the Escudo Navy Deluxe and the Peterson Deluxe Navy rolls are almost indistinguishable from each other. Which leads me into the question of the day. Are there any of the bulks available that are indistinguishable from this Escudo? So that if I decide to cellar deep, I don't have to, I could probably get it for half the price. So, and I'll comment on the nick hit here too, as long as I'm thinking about it. And I'm probably over halfway through the bowl, and I'm starting to feel it. And I did feel it last night a little bit too. But the nick hit wasn't over the top. I mean, there was some there. But the Davidoff Flake medallions, which have some similarity to this too, they're not the same, but they are similar. Um, that one will, if I'm not careful, knock me on my butt. That one I can only take about a half a coin I can maybe even do like 2/3 or 3/4, but if I do a whole coin on that, it'll knock me on the ground. So anyway, yeah, I just kind of want to do a quick follow-up with after the first bowl. So this is my second bowl, and I wish I wouldn't have used this pipe. I wish I'd have used probably either that same Kaywoodie I did last night or one of my Dr. Graybos or something. And then the other thing that I wanted to follow up with is the bowl doesn't get super hot. At least not in the, it's getting a little hotter in this white Briar than it did in the other pipe yesterday, but I can still hold on to the bowl. It should be interesting to try this in my little Dr. Graybo Duke, because that one gets so hot that you got to hold it back on the stem a little ways. You can't even touch the bowl. It gets so hot, it seems like. So yeah, then when I'm done with this, I'll go in and plug away at the taxes a little bit again tonight. So yeah. All right. Yeah, I don't know if there's too much else to say about it. See, I'm not experienced enough that I can tell you what all the nuances of flavors are in here, but it's got some sweetness and I like it. Yeah, even with a little bit of ghost going on in this pipe yet, still pretty good. So with that, I'll call it good for now, and I'll let you go. Joshua Stewart, smoking a pipe up north in the woods. Have a good day.